Hey up, folks, are you back again already? Listen, I needed to just do a quick apology to Station Road because I said that you're Australian and I'm actually told that you're from New Zealand, so sorry about that, matey. I hope I didn't offend you. Your accent just sounds a little bit similar and it confused me, so sorry about that. I hope you're not offended. I don't suppose you will be unless you hate Australians, which in that case we need to arrange some kind of a fight between yourself and a famous Australian YouTuber just to see who can win. Only talking like that because I was watching boxing last night and yes, it's got me in mood. So if you've got a problem, let us know and we'll find you an opponent. Anyway, scrap this daftness. What I thought we'd do is run a big train of container wagons now. I've got a few more, so going to use Shunter because driver in Shunter's had a rat. He's a couple of months auntie. He's only had to do one episode, so he's just going to get these moved into a position where I think we'll use 47 there to take them round for a bit and take them for a spin and see how they are. So he's just backing up now. We'll get points moved and whatnot and get him put in place. I tell you what, I've had an absolutely horrible week. You know, I've had a right bad stomach bug. Basically, I had a sandwich from Betty's Cafe and it just didn't taste good at all. Anyway, I've not been right well, and I just thought I'll just report it to food safety people, just because I've been poorly with it, and I thought I'd best be safe than sorry. And they've done a bit of a visit on her, and I can't believe what they've found. You know. Basically, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but if you watch the episode where that police dog was crackers, there were a cat on there, Siamese cat, a big Japanese fighting one. Anyway, found back end at cat in freezer, and she's been staking it up and cooking it, which is absolutely revolting. And then they found a load of other wild animals. So basically, that's why she can justify her prices being so good. So she's been shut straight down. She's gone. Basically, she went to Liberty Court, Magistrates Court, and she's been given 6 months. So she's in prison, which is quite decent, isn't it? Because then it justifies my guts. So there's a bit of a good news story, because basically what I did then is in Liberty Times, I put a job advert out offering anyone want to take over at a cafe, and I've had quite a few people respond. And like I said, I've built a new cafe as well. We're doing a bit of expansion because I've got a big announcement coming in the next couple of weeks or so. So I've got a bit of a thing. So got a new cafe. So it's basically two premises. There's the original Betty's Cafe, which is a small little shed inside station. But I'm going to have a bit of a decent one outside, which I'll show you in a little while. Anyway, we'll get these Accurascale wagons in place. They've all got Hornby magnetic couplings in between them, which fit absolutely perfect for them. And buffers it's real nice and close as well. It's decent, well decent. And when you're pushing them backwards, they run quite nice. If you use original tension locks, the wheel bearings on them are that good. They're just clattering into each other crackersly. So, yeah, I recommend these. And then I've got a Kadee at one end, which is decent as well. So come on, driver, let's get this shoved back in place and linked up with others, and then we can get running and see how 47 handles them. If you just look over to the right, you can see Ladderman looks still stood at his ladder. He's still not done a lot. Still deciding where we're going with that, because my brain's run out of ideas for him for the time being. But it's coming. I've had a lot of police snooping about, you know. I've even had some from Darlington. Darlington police officers have been round. They were a bit like Muppets, them. They had a look round. They wouldn't tell them what they were looking for, but they didn't find out anyway. So I sent them away with last couple of burgers from Betty's Cafe. I given them for free. So they took three. There were two police officers, so they took one each. And then I sent one for James as well. So... yeah, enjoy that, James. Nice burger. Anyway, I don't know if you saw last week, I just took delivery of a tanker. It was basically a tank full of diesel. Anyway, I've had to move it because it's causing me a lot of nuisance. So it's gone now. It's not here anymore. Too many people asking too many questions. And did you see that when I shoved that back then? When I brought it over to the magnet there, it uncouples and then you're pushing it uncoupled. and then once wheels started rolling, they burnt it off, didn't they? Went on their own, so it's all right. Leave that in. I still think that Kadee on that 08 needs a little bit of tweaking. You know, that little metal bar, it sometimes still catches one or two at magnets, especially when it's pushing stuff, because it shoves it, when you're pushing, it's pushing it down a little bit. I'm not right sure. If I'm fully honest, I've not yet found the holy grail of couplings, and I don't know if I ever will, you know, because I expect perfection with it, and I don't get it, and it bugs me a bit. The magnets on them Hunt couplings are superb, but the material, if they could be made out of plastic, they'd be up there. But you can't uncouple them, can you? So you'd still need something like the KDs. But I think it's basically the NEM sockets on the locos. It's got too much play in it, so it struggles a bit. But like I say, it's not a million miles off. The Hornbys are not quite long enough, so I've had to glue them in with PVA. And to be fair, when I think about it now, if I'd have glued the Hunts in with PVA, which someone later did suggest, but after mine had all obliterated, maybe they'd have been a little bit better than I found them. But it is what it is, isn't it? I'm getting there. I just wish all my locos and all my rolling stock could have the same coupling, so that I could basically run anything with anything. Even if I could run a Mark III coach with a wagon on front, I should be able to do that. I wish I could have uniform couplings, and it really bugs me that I can't. So I've paid my holiday off this week. That's been an awesome one. Don't know if you're any good at guessing games. Shall we have a little quiz? 2 adults and 1 child, 7 years old. 10 nights in Turkey. How much? How much do you think? Go. I'll reveal answer in a little while if I don't forget. Anyway, yeah, so I've been a bit skint. My car's done me because I've had 4 tyres, EGR valve and cam belt, and it's absolutely obliterated me, and then holiday. Which is why I'm scrimping buying an odd pack of wagons at the minute. Still not decided which loco I'm going to do weathering on next. I don't know if you've seen my recent Accurascale weathering video, but I quite like that. I think 47's definitely up for one. Whether I do that light or heavy, I've not decided. And I also think old red buffers. And there's a company, isn't there, where you can buy custom nameplates, and I'm going to buy red buffers nameplates. I can't think it'll be mint that. I don't know if they'll make them. I think you can though. I think they'll do any you choose, and you just pay money. So we'll see. And as you saw, that coupled up with Hornby one beautifully then. I've got a nice little rake of containers now, look. Even though they're all mixed and nonsense, but not to worry. Train slows down a bit there, just as he's going out of that really tight radius 2 point. It's some locos derail on that. One at his Accurascale does. And some of them just slow right down because it is super tight. Tell you what, still got a couple of them extreme train spotters, one of them still on lines, one of them still sat on bridge, tribute to his friend. And a lovely little shot with 3 here. Look at these 3 large logos all in a row, beautiful. So yeah, they've basically brought out a video and a DVD, Extreme Train Spotters DVD, and basically it's done right well in shops, so they've started filming episode 2. There it is, look, that's TSX Volume 1, like an absolute madman, Trainspotting Extreme, and what they've done is they've put a compilation of their videos together, and yeah, it's doing really well. It's doing better than my videos anyway. I found one of the bags on platform the other day with tape, since I've managed to get a bit of the footage, which I'll put on this video when you'll be able to see. It's got like a watermark in bottom corner, which kind of ruins it a bit, like a TSX thing, but it's alright, it'll do. Anyway, this is that weathered wagon. Look how nice it is. Oh, look at that, straight in way. Oh, that spoilt your view, hasn't it? We'll have a look at it when train passes. I'll make sure we get a decent look round it. It'll be deep. Oh, look at that, done you twice. 2 in 1, done you for a 2 in 1. Anyway, never mind doing it. Let's have a look at this new cafe we've got going on round here. It's only been up in 2 days and it's doing alright. It does fish and chips, it does pie dinners, it does all sorts of stuff, burgers, hot dogs, I don't know, you name it, sandwiches. Look at this, they just takeaway, they've got dining, they've got seats. Even that drunk bloke off at platforms come trying to chat that woman up on bench. Policeman's choosing his lunch, and one at conductors is there, look, and everyone's loving it. On a side note, I took this video, listen to this with no sound on. I did that other day. That's one of them extreme train spotter videos. Look, he's just stood on bridge now, on edge of bridge where he shouldn't be stood because there's no footpath. I did that little clip and I'd not realised I'd not put sound on, and doesn't it sound nice and peaceful instead of that constant droning at diesel engine that drives me insane, I suppose, after a while. I didn't used to, before I started doing these videos, I didn't used to really have sound on. But that sounded lovely, that. Just a little bit of clattery wheels. It sounds nice and relaxing. So I might one day do a bit of a meditation video with no sound on and just have clattering wheels, and maybe you can smoke a peace pipe or something and watch it. Anyway, just to show my man and my word, look, that tank has gone, look. I weren't tricking you. So I'll have no more accusations, thank you very much. And also true to my word, are you ready for the answer? £4.5 grand. £4.5 grand, folks, for 10 nights in Turkey and 6 weeks holidays. That plus my car bill is the reason you're not seeing any fancy new trains on Liberty Junction for the last 3 months. It's absolute robbery, isn't it? My missus don't want to take her out of school, though. I'd pay it fine, but she don't want to. And you just get absolutely have your pants tucked down, don't you? Anyway, look at this nice little sweeping shot with him coming left and right like a snake. Looking beautiful. So luckily for me, in a couple of months I'll have forgot about that £4.5 grand and I'll have settled my send down again. And then it'll all be good, won't it? And then we can get another holiday booked for the next 6 week holidays, and it'll be even more probably. I don't know if this one's been took by parachuting, you know. Apparently they've been doing a bit of parachuting. All sorts of trickery how they're doing this stuff. My security team can't get anywhere near them, but they get some decent shots, so it kind of does me a favour, doesn't it, if it's bringing more viewers to the channel. Apparently there's one lad that he films whilst he's running on the wrong side at bridge, you know, grabbing onto the rail with his hand and filming with his other hand. He's absolute madman. He's going to end up coming a crop one of these days. And that's all back at depot, fenced off now, nice and safe, with little porter cabin building with workers there. Had to do that other week because of health and safety. Anyway, let's take a look at what we've been working on this week. So Annie's took over at cafe. Annie's cafe is doing really well. It's been up in 2 days. She does a lovely sponge pudding and custard. I've never tasted custard like it. Absolutely delicious. I've finished my fencing area on that. It's all ready to take on its new occupants. And even got a bloke here ready to sell some tickets for whatever's going to be going on. It's not finished yet, but it's getting there. Owners there just having a word with cops about that container that apparently were there. I don't know anything about what he's talking about, but it's not there now. As you can see, that's just empty. It's been empty for weeks, that. I'm just going to put some sleepers in there. Fenced it all off nicely, though, other day with a right length of fencing. Security guy there with two twins. He's doing all right. Him in orange can hear something going on the other side of that door. There's something in there he's not telling us about. And yeah, this is new fencing just been put in. Again, all health and safety compliant. A few bits and bobs of scraps have been dropped down here just to make it a little bit more fancy. A couple of road cones, look at back. I've had them for years. I found them the other day and got round to finishing sorting them. And they're a bit garbage, but they're all right for what they're for there. And then here it's a slow race. 37's having a slow race with 47. I'm only kidding, folks. He's not really. He's just pulling up because he's going to send it down line and park them back in Wash Bay. Give him another clean now they've been run. So apart from that, I don't know if there's anything else I can tell you. I don't know if there's any more updates. I'm going to do a weathering job on that blue container there. I saw one the other day on eBay and someone had weathered it up and I liked it. And it was the same one, so I'm going to do a similar. Right, driver, we'll get points of change now, mate. Get it backed in, beautiful. Look at this camera angle coming up. I did a similar one before I moved that wash bay, but look at that, I like that. I've added some more lighting into the loft, so it's a bit brighter now. This section were always a little bit too dark, and where the quarry section, I've got some more lighting going on. Does that look better, or does it just look too bright, or what? I think it looks alright, that. basically this entire area now will look like nice bright sunlight. Would you even noticed if I'd not said, or have you thought these videos are looking bright, or have you thought it's a bright day today? Any of them things, it's all acceptable thoughts. So I moved this because it used to be at the back at depot and you couldn't really see it, and it were all a bit cluttered with fueling point around there. And yeah, I just thought I'd bring it forward. So I've kind of made it semi-permanent here now. I've put it on a bit of a base. So yeah, I quite like it. I quite like it there. It probably makes absolutely no sense to real railway world, but I'm not really bothered. I quite like how it looks, and it's decent. And that shed that they're going in, it's a right old 1900s shed. But what can you do when you've got these old buildings? You can't just build new buildings all the time, can you? 'Cause it's all about money. It's all about the Benjamins. So he's just going to pull up now, and we're about at the end. I've got one more little clip I'm going to show you from Extreme Trainspotter's bag. I don't actually know what happened here because I weren't aware of this incident that's about to come on, but I'm not really going to mention it to anyone else, because I'll tell you what, health and safety, if they know about this, they are going to go mad. Every time I do a video, I get to end. I do the videos, then I do the audio afterwards, and every time I get to end, and I think I'll tell them to, if they liked it, to give a thumbs up, which I'm doing now. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Do that now. And I always think next video I'm going to say it at the beginning, because I think sometimes people have gone by end. It's only me hardcore. Anyway, this is that video look. So I'll see you next time, folks. What do you think to this? It's that bridge running lad, and he gets it wrong in a big way. Right, I'm off because I can't be seen around this stuff now. So see you later, folks. See you next time.
Yeah, black and white, Johnny, that looks mint, mate. Johnny, that looks mint, mate. Do some of that running, mate. Do some of that running. It's gonna be fantastic, pal. Oh no, Johnny, what have you done? Oh, Johnny, are you alright, mate? Are you alright? Oh, Johnny, are you alright, mate? Are you alright?
Ambulance!